Coming to you from Annapolis, Maryland, home of the U.S. Naval Academy, the sailing capital of the world, home of the world's largest crab feast, and 4 signers of the Declaration of Independence. This is the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief, a daily roundup of local news that you can use, including local sports, local events, local opinion, and local weather from DMV Weather. Now here's your host, publisher of Eye on Annapolis, John Frenaye.
Good morning. It is Thursday, March 29th, 2018. This is John Frenaye, and this is your Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Not a whole lot of news today, but let's get right into it. The Maryland State Senate passed a ban on conversion therapy. Yesterday, they approved a ban on gay conversion therapy, and sponsor Senator Rich Madaleno, who is also running for governor, said that conversion therapy robs a minor of their true identity. This bill now goes on to the House, and if passed, healthcare professionals who do it could be faced with a fine or a loss of license. Currently, 9 other states and the District of Columbia do ban the practice. And Anne Arundel County State Senator Brian Simonaire said that it is fraught with issues, and he is not opposed to abusive forms of therapy, such as electric shock therapy or any kind of physical abuse. However, he does take issue with any type of religious counseling that may be desired. The good news is that today is opening day for the Orioles. The bad news is that you can't see it on television unless you subscribe to MASN. The O's games are no longer going to be on any local broadcast television. The Orioles have decided to go exclusively with MASN, which is Mid-Atlantic Sports Network, or MASN, which is also partly owned by Peter Angelos, the owner of the Orioles. This breaks a 60-year tradition of Orioles games being aired on broadcast TV. If you do make it out to Camden Yards, you'll likely see some new food. Some new vendors will be appear. You'll have Atman's Deli, Boardwalk Fries, Lobster Hut, Pinch Dumplings, Pizza John's, which is no relation to me, Pollock Johnny's, which is also not a relation to me, and Stuggies, which is a hot dog joint. Other good news out of the Orioles camp is that merchandise this year will likely see reduced prices so they can stay competitive and in line with outside retail markets. So that's pretty good for baseball. And like I said, it's a light news day. That's about it for the news, but stay tuned. We have Trevor from Annapolis Makerspace with your Makers Minute. And of course, we have George Young from DMV Weather bringing you your local weather forecast.
I'm Sean ONeill, your local RBC Wealth Management Advisor. When you choose to work with me, you'll have access to a worldwide network of financial products and services only available from a leading global institution. RBC's international reputation for physical strength and stability, world-class capabilities, and corporate values is unique in the financial services industry. I also recognize the importance of reinvesting in the communities in which we live and work, and I'm committed to serving my clients by building long-term relationships based on trust, integrity, and confidence. I look forward to helping you with your wealth management needs. Call me, Sean ONeill, today at 410-573-6723 for a complimentary consultation.
RBC Wealth Management, a division of RBC Capital Markets, LLC. Member NYSE, FINRA, and SIPC. This is Maryland. The weather can be nearly unpredictable. We've got George Young from DMV Weather in Annapolis to sort it all out.
Hey everyone, this is George with DMV Weather, and this is your Eye on Annapolis forecast for Thursday, March 29th. We have ourselves a tale of 2 stories for the next 4 days. Today and tomorrow will be in the 60s across Annapolis and all of Anne Arundel County, but that will come with tons of clouds and some off and on showers in the mix. Nothing too heavy or prolonged as far as the rain is concerned, so today's 3:05 p.m. home opener at Camden Yards for the Baltimore Orioles should be okay, although a delay of some sort can't be ruled out as rain is rain, but on the whole it should not be that wet. Then Saturday and Sunday, it looks like temps will be slightly cooler, but still right around normal in the 55 to 60 degree range, and it should be sunny and dry all weekend. And that's that. So let's enjoy the first day or two of 60 plus degrees so far this month of March. On the 29th it took. And definitely plan ahead for a great weekend of family, friends, fun, kids sports, bikes, hikes, and whatever else you can get into, Orioles baseball and more included. Okay, that's it for us today. This is George Young of DMV Weather. Be sure to follow us on our website at dmvweather.com or on Facebook or Twitter so you can always stay weather informed. And of course, download our free weather app by searching your app store for DC, MD, VA Weather. And remember, whatever the weather outside, have fun and be safe.
Hi, this is Randy.
And Claudia Boldiga. Please join us and our presenting sponsor, RXNT, on Saturday, April 28th on AAMC's South Campus for Denim and Diamonds Bash. Proceeds will benefit mental health and addiction services in our community. Now more than ever, we need to focus on this critical need.
The bash sold out last year, so don't delay and join us for this fabulous night under the stars. Can't make the party? You can still help by purchasing a raffle ticket.
This year's raffle is a stunning 4-piece amethyst jewelry collection donated by Cezanne Jewelers, valued at $5,000. Only 100 tickets will be sold for the raffle, so don't miss out. For event or raffle tickets, go to aamcdenimanddiamonds.org.
Thanks for your support of Anne Arundel Medical Center's efforts to improve the availability of mental health and addiction services throughout our community.
Remember, it's not just a party, it's a party with a purpose.
This is Trevor from Annapolis Makerspace with this week's Maker Minutes. Starting today through April 10th, the Carroll Arts Center in Westminster, Maryland is hosting their annual Peep Show featuring 150 sculptures, dioramas, and other pieces of art created with everyone's favorite, or hated, marshmallow treats. Tomorrow through Sunday is AwesomeCon at the DC Convention Center. AwesomeCon is the region's largest sci-fi, fantasy, comic, TV, movie convention. It might be too late for you to work on your costume for AwesomeCon, but at Annapolis Makerspace, we're always willing to help you out with whatever projects you're working on. Wednesday at Greenbelt Makerspace is Fiber Fans, for fans of anything fiber-related, including knitting, crocheting, sewing, whatever you have. This Saturday at Unallocated Space in Severn, Maryland is MiniCon, with talks on various cybersecurity and other industry-related topics. Monday at the Glen Burnie Library is Maker Mondays. Tuesday at Annapolis Makerspace is the monthly Autodesk Fusion 360 3D design class with Russ. And Thursday at Annapolis Makerspace is Basics of Electronics with Tom. For those of you that joined us for the kimchi class last Sunday, don't forget to burp your kimchi. Did you know that you can buy a computer for as little as $25 to $35? It's called a Raspberry Pi. You need to supply a few extra pieces like an SD card for storage, a keyboard, mouse, and monitor, and it runs Linux, although technically you can get a version of Windows 10 to run on it. But the Raspberry Pi was created as an educational tool for learning how to program, do things on the web, and just generally have access to a computer for everyone. Like I said, $25 to $35 for a full computer? It's nothing glorious, but it'll do the job. As I mentioned last week, I'm always interested in hearing about your local makerspace or STEM-related programs. Anyone that you know that's doing anything good, feel free to drop me a line at trevor@makeannapolis.org and tell me all about it. You can catch me tonight and every Thursday night at Annapolis Makerspace on Hudson Street for Electronics Night, and I'll be posting links to all of these events on the Annapolis Makerspace website at makeannapolis.org sometime today. Whether you're making art, software, sawdust, or peep dioramas, chances are you're already a maker. This has been Trevor from Annapolis Makerspace with this week's Maker Minutes.
Thanks for listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. If you like what you heard, make sure to tell your friends and colleagues about it. And also tell them about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find much more. Be sure to check out our other weekly podcast, The Maryland Crabs. This podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 7 a.m. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time.